I got a problem with my PTO switch, so let's fix it. Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. This is my John Deere GX325 riding lawnmower. This is the mower that I use to cut our grass, so that's pretty much the only thing that it gets used for. And last time I was cutting the grass, I noticed a problem with our PTO switch. So if you pull out, it should engage. But the problem that I was having was it would disengage quite easily. If I would go over a bump or something, the switch would physically disengage. So I'm hoping this is going to be a quick, easy project and an easy repair. What I'm thinking is that I need to replace the switch. So the problem that you'll run into, and this is the new one, it's part number AM127394. If you can see on the actual new switch, there's kind of a cam device which actuates the switch, and over time this cam can get worn down so that way the switch doesn't stay in the engaged position. And I'm thinking that's what happened. This tractor lawnmower is probably, I don't know, at least 15 years old, so there's a good bet that's what caused it. But let's open up the hood and see what we can find. So underneath the hood we can see the bottom side of the PTO switch. I'm just going to disconnect this harness, and it's a little corroded. I'm going to have to go ahead and clean this all up. This switch is actually going to get replaced, so I'm not too worried about that. That could have something to do with what's going on, but like I said, the fact that it's physically disengaging kind of leads me to believe that it's a mechanical problem more so than electrical. So this is two 10mm bolts to remove this little shroud. And then once we get this off, we should be able to take the switch out. Hopefully without dropping this bolt. There we go. Okay, so if you depress the sides of the switch, we can get that to drop down, and you'll see this is that same kind of cam, but the switch itself, it doesn't stay in the engage position. So I think doing a simple swap should help us out. Disengage the sides, or depress the sides I should say, and we should be able to get this to pop right out. Like so. New switch, same thing. Pop it in. And then, if I remember, it was like that. Before I put this together, I'm going to clean up these connections. But we can go ahead and install this. Now, it's hard to see, but on the actual switch, there's two little pins that engage inside this cam. So you're going to have to put it on kind of to the side and slide it so that way those pins engage, and then bolt it back in. Okay, so like I said, just got to clean up these terminals, and we'll go from there, see how it works out. Alright, to clean this, I'm just going to use some electronic cleaner, and then I've got some little pieces of 400 grit sandpaper just to kind of get some of that corrosion out of there. Like I said, I don't think that the electrical functions were affected. I don't think that had anything to do with it, but it's clearly dirty, so may as well clean it while we got it apart. And you know, if this was more severe corrosion, you can de-pin this and actually take each individual pin out and clean it, but this wasn't super bad, so I'll just give it a light scrub and call it a day. I don't have any dielectric grease at the moment. That would be optimal just to prevent any further corrosion. So I'm gonna have to pick some up and then brush on a small amount in the pins themselves, and that'll prevent further corrosion. So you can see there is some dielectric grease in here. That's why we're getting kind of gummed up, but I will have to do that later on. This is just to make sure that we're going to have a successful repair. So connector goes back on. And you can see now when I engage the switch, it stays out there. And you know, this wasn't even so much a problem with the cam like I thought. I thought this cam was going to be worn, and it is a little bit. But the actual switch, you can see when I pull it up, it should stay engaged. And it's already springing back halfway. So, and even then there's very little resistance that'll trigger it to depress. So this switch was in need of replacement, and you know, it's a 5-minute project. So if you have any questions or comments, please leave me a note in the comment section below. And until next time, thanks for watching.